StephAnnouncer.com.
In the past couple of years, two of the biggest Buffalo radio personalities have jumped stations. Sandy Beach left KB Radio for WHTT 104 FM. But then he scooted over to Majic 102, which caused Danny Neaverth to move his fanny to Sandy's seat at Morning Drive at 104 FM. Why all the changes? Radio stations spend thousands and thousands of dollars on market research, trying to find out which disc jockey you like the most and what kind of music you want to hear, so they can fetch the most advertising dollars through commercials. Sometimes the format changes work, and sometimes they don't. We decided to do our own little survey to see who's your favorite jock.
And then he Sandy Beach.
Taylor and Moore.
I like Danny Neaverth.
I don't know their names.
Okay, thanks.
Wait, I remember one, Norton.
I'm a channel switcher.
But the number one morning jock in Buffalo radio is...
That's Dinah Ross and the Supremes at WBEN. We're 21 minutes away from 10 o'clock. Good morning from Bill Lacy. The weather facts forecast.
Only 4 personalities have sat in this chair in the past 50 years, starting with Jack Parr.
I go in every morning and dust the chair. There's a little reverence there for it.
In most cities, FM stations are dominant, but in Buffalo, BEN is called a full-service station with weather and sports, plus traffic reports, and a strong news department.
If anything's happening in Western New York or in Buffalo, I think most people have had the feeling for a long time that if it's happening here, you're going to hear about it first on BEN.
Bill Lacy doesn't compete with FM jocks. His format and style are completely different.
Degrees, clouds mixing with a little sunshine and up around 42 for a high for...
I'm not John Kennedy. I can't sit there and crack one-lighters. What I try to do is just to be someone you ride to work with, someone, a well-informed friend who maybe is witty, not hysterically falling down funny, but maybe who's witty, a guy who you enjoy his company.
An ABC spokesperson says that Barbara Walters has interviewed...
Yes, I love all the songs I play. Check it out!
Danny Neaverth is a household name in Buffalo, but now he's working the mic at Classic Hits 104 FM after 26 years at KB Radio.
It's become an investor's business. I think we think of it as maybe being a heartless, cold, cruel kind of business because we're in it. But if we worked in the steel plant, or we worked in the auto industry, or we worked in a local hardware store, we'd find that too is a heartless business. And that's just the times, unfortunately.
Danny's more than just a morning jock. He's the voice who kept us company during the blizzard. He's also felt the chill in the business as most AM stations started to lose their audience dominance. Radio stations are in ratings just about the entire year. Danny has been number one, and he's been up, and he's been down. He despises how the ratings are conducted.
The problem is you have so few people being sampled to determine those ratings. If I say to you, here, Don, here, fill out this little book. Don, you realize you represent 3,000 people? My career, my fate is in your hands.
It's a family affair at 104. Dan Jr. does sports, and Darren Neaverth sells commercial time. It was his sons who convinced him to take over for Sandy Beach.
Sandy decided to leave, and so it was a matter of, hey, there's an opening, what do you think? And this was FM and a really hot station. So they talked me into coming here. It wasn't me coming here and making a job for them. They brought me here.
Look at this. I mean, in the Tuesday issue of Playboy, it'll be out Tuesday.
Now, Sandy Beach is competing against Danny on Majic 102.
Yeah, I think it's like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. We fought gun battles together. There's no question about that. We've fought shoulder to shoulder, and we've always been able to compete on a friendly basis.
Sandy has the creative freedom to do almost anything he wants on his show, and he does.
See, the problem is that I see humor in almost everything. If I'm at Mass, I'll see some humor there. I'll try and suppress it.
Sandy Beach left Buffalo for bigger markets, but came back and plans to spend the rest of his career here.
97 Rock on Helium Hump Day. It's 8:33 and all of 24 balmy degrees. Just balmy this morning. Going up to around
97 Rock is back, and so is Larry Snorton Norton. When Taft Broadcasting wanted to sell the station, they fired most of the staff to help the bottom line look better.
I was shocked. I had absolutely no idea it was coming. It was the typical, turn in your key, here's your check, there's the door, it's been nice, thanks for the 5 years.
Then the owners pulled the plug on 97 Rock. Snorton Norton took his act to Rochester, and the ratings went down. The new owners, Rich Communications, did market research and found that the old format, adult rock, was missed, and so was Snorton Norton.
I'm glad they do. If it wasn't for research, I wouldn't be here. They did a survey and found out that 97 Rock was missed, and my name and Carl Russo's came up, that they remembered us.
Despite being fired, Larry doesn't worry about job security.
I don't think this job is any less stable than anything else in this day and age. You can work at the phone company and lose your job.
We're actually number one, 1849 men. We have a 13 share. HTT has a 10-8 share.
This is the latest rating book for Buffalo Radio. The demographics were good for 97 Rock, which took listeners away from WPHD and the Morning Zoo.
It's the free Taylor and Moore show where you get what you pay for. Buffalo's home of classic rock and roll. Got 2 for Tuesday going here, 2 from Steely Dan.
Robert Taylor and Harv Moore have been a morning team for 10 years. The zany Morning Zoo, which on occasion comes close to crossing the line.
Here's a girl went skydiving. She won't take her clothes off. How can that be about taking your clothes off while skydiving? Yeah.
It's not easy to get Taylor and Moore to be serious unless you talk about the competition in Buffalo radio.
Well, radio used to be easy. It used to be fun. You know, you play the hits and give away some prizes and people call. Right, you played whatever you wanted. You know, it was easy back then.
It's like any other business. When somebody really succeeds at something, you say, darn it, I wish we'd have done that, or it would be nice if we could have thought of that.
StaffAnnouncer.com, Buffalo.